Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ninth Live. Today is April 16th, the G Earth, High Water, the Boar Day. And now is Jiawood, Shu Earth, Hour, the dog. Any question before starting the cyclic aspect of the Yun that I prepared for today? When you determine the hour pillars, do you use solar time or a time zone? I live near Washington, D.C., so would I use EST zone? Sure, the EST zone. And now it is a daylight saving time, so I usually -1 from the time we have. It is 7:30, so actually the real time is 6:30 p.m. right now in the Eastern time. So it is not the dog time yet. It is still the rooster. Okay. For those traveling to a new time zone, do you use the hour for the new time zone immediately? Or is there a lag time where the body acclimate before you start using it? Oh, that's a good question. I think there's a time lag. Yeah. I think our body cannot really adjust immediately. There should be some times need. So that's why the jet lag happens. Our body cannot really adjust to it. But in my mind, I immediately use the new time zone. That's my way to do that. And it is really interesting if we communicate with somebody who are different time zone from mine. For example, in Korea, the Korea now is not the 16th, it's already 17th there. In Singapore as well. So it is kind of two different time zones are overlapping. But I still use my time zone for me and then their time zone for them. A lot of the online calculators use solar time, not time zones, for the hour. It is controversial. Some scholars use the time of Asia. Some scholars use time of China. Some scholars use time of Korea. They said we have to transfer the time of the Asia and then we have to use their time. But it doesn't really make sense for me. So using time zone is the right way. Where time zone are you? I'm in the Eastern US time zone. So I use same time zone as Jamie. Is the right pronunciation, Jamie? Any other questions? Time zone is really interesting. It takes time to really calculate the right time in chart reading. Are you a doctor? I'm a doctor of Oriental medicine. I'm a doctor of science in Oriental medicine. So I'm acupuncturist and the herbalist. All right, let's start a cyclic aspect of the yin. I will focus more on favorable or unfavorable because many people misunderstand what is favorable and what is unfavorable. And then people used to think when a good time, like good luck, favorable time, everything will go well. And then I don't need to do anything, like I don't need to put any effort. And then some like great fortune is coming to me for free. And some people think like in unfavorable time, like a bad luck time, I will lose everything, like like that kind of mindset. But actually it is not. We will talk more about that. And Diana, how do you combine with this? You mean this with the acupuncture treatment or herbal treatment in practice? I use the 5 elemental energy. You will know when I keep talking about what is the dominant energy, what is not, what is deficient, what is excess. Those pattern that is used in Oriental medicine, that principles are used in this study. Same knowledge, same study, same way, same principle, but in a different way. So it's a long story that if I explain from A to Z. But please watch my first 5 videos in my YouTube channel. I explained really simple way about how to look at the organ's power, organ's weakness, like that. There are a lot of things to really study. And Alex, does the 2 branches have to be right next to each other to make a clash? 100% clash should be just right next to each other. And it is like weekly flow, right? It is in the weekly flow about the clash. So it was the Wednesday's energy versus Friday's energy. Wednesday, there were a clash between the monkey and the tiger. but it was quite far. It is not direct clash. So the dragon could be the buffer between them. The monkey and the tiger's opinions could be different. They are kind of trying to make an argument. Like, for example, my mother and my father, my mother and my father's opinions could be really different and opposite to each other on Wednesday. But because of the dragon, which means because of the child, they kind of stop fighting. They stop fighting. So the dragon can be buffer or temporarily stop the clash. So it is remained as more like a desire for clash, but not exactly make an argument. But if next to each other, like Friday, the dog and dragon make a clash, create a clash, so there's no buffer between them. But even though it is like far from each other or close to each other, the desire is always there to make a clash. Just keep in mind on that. So you use Bazi to determine the constitutional factor for acupuncture. Yes, I do. The weakness or strength of the organs. And then I compare the strength between them. Or are you using chrono acupuncture using the... Okay. Chrono acupuncture is quite interesting area. I sometimes use, but not right now. Like not in normal practice. I used to try the chrono acupuncture when I was in school. It is good to try, yeah. But mostly I use the Bazi chart for real deep problem, real deep issue of the health. It could be like metal and like for example the Friday's energy. There is like a clash between earth. So earth means stomach and spleen. Simply saying, stomach channel or spleen channel or stomach and like any kind of digestive system energy could make a clash. But it doesn't really show as a digestive problem. It does not really reveal as a digestive problem. Like in Bazi, we saw, oh, it is a earth. So earth organs should be something. There is something going on in earth, but the patient complains about other kind of symptoms. So I try to diagnose what patients complain, and at the same time, I try to look at the chart. What is the real problem behind the symptoms? Are you also a student or practitioner in this field, Jamie or Diana? Seems like Jamie, you are the acupuncturist, I think, or student. Okay.